Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I have a very interesting discussion that just came to light recently that I thought would be really interesting for both artists and collectors. So, if you're interested in hearing about this, the Reborn discussion, then stay tuned. Today I have another one of my gorgeous Levi's, as you can see. This is the Levi sculpt by Bonnie Brown, and this particular Levi that I have in my collection was reborn by Pearl from Happiness Nursery. And as you can see, he's absolutely divine, just absolute perfection. Her Levi. She's only made a very small handful of babies in her of Levi's in her nursery. His brother or cousin, whatever you want to say, is Stellan. So you might see some similarities with his painting. I think this baby's just a tinge bit more pinker in painting, but very similar. And that's his little toes, so cute. But yeah, so today's topic, oh god, my dog wants to probably go outside, but anyway, today's topic is, I think, really important because it I see both sides of this issue, and I totally get both sides of the of the way of thinking in this discussion. So I'll let you know what it is. So I'm not going to be naming names. I'm just going to be saying artist, collector. I don't like to get, into all the logistics of who it was and, who it concerned, because that's not really what I'm here for today. I'm here to talk about general discussion about this issue. So recently, very recently, an artist made a post about being really upset that some buyers have been buying their babies and have been making changes to the artwork. And this artist, was saying that they felt that when they create a piece of work, which this is a piece of work, I totally agree, that when someone then purchases this piece of work, that if they then change it, like adding extra coloring, maybe blushing, like more blushing it, maybe changing the hair, those sorts of things, maybe repainting it. Like, there's all different things that she feels that it's destroyed her artwork, and that she doesn't really want to sell to people who do that, collectors who do that, because she feels like it's tarnishing or damaging her artwork. And they use the analogy that you wouldn't go and buy a painting, and you wouldn't go then and add some more details to that painting. That painting is the painting, and you like it or you don't like it. And once you buy it, that's it. You don't start painting over the top of the artwork. So I get that the artist's point of view. I totally get that, because if I had made this piece of artwork and I sold it, and then someone came along and totally drastically changed that Reborn's looks, then me as a person, I personally wouldn't mind as much if they changed the baby to suit their tastes. But what I would not be happy with, if it was then on sold to another person using my name as being the artist, and then that person is judging that reborn on the way it looks, thinking that I totally created that, when I did not totally create that. That has been modified. So I think, for me personally, if any reborn gets created by, especially an artist, especially a well-known artist, but any artist really, and there's changes being made by the collector. Ella, can you be quiet for a minute, please? Ella, come. Sorry, that was just, I know it'd be probably distracting. Um, that I think that really needs to be made clear in the ad that yes, this was originally reborn by so and so artist, but I have made some edits to that. And so the artist is not in its original condition. I think that is a really important thing to let people know. But I do also, as a collector myself, and not as an artist, because I don't reborn these amazing things. I wish I could, but I'm just not able to. Um, I just feel that if I am to buy, oh, sorry, if I was to buy this like amazing piece of art, which it is, and it brings me so much joy, that if there's something minor, even if it was major and it was something in my collection that I wasn't happy with, then I also feel that I have a right as a collector to make the changes. So I definitely see both sides of the coin. um, I personally myself have made some changes to my reborns. Um, there she is. Ella, you gonna come say hello? Ella, come. I've got two little munchkins here. There's Bailey. Ella, you gonna come and say hello? Over here. Oh, Bailey. No, hop down, please, Bailey. Sorry. That I Can you move, please, Bailey? I often like if I have a baby. This is like talking a while ago because I haven't born any babies for quite some time, as you would know. Those people who watch my channel regularly. Um, but if I got a baby that looked quite blushed in the pictures, but when it arrived, it wasn't as blushed. You gonna say hello, Ella? Come here. Come here. Come here, Ella. No, Ella never does as she's told. It's just Bailey. Um, um, that I have, got out my makeup, as crazy as this sounds, and I've, to carefully added some blushing on the knees, not to this baby, but I've added some little blushing to the hands and to the knees and the face, like just subtle, nothing major, just to give it that real like, oh, here she is. Ella, Ella, say hello. There she is. I finally get her on camera. Okay, hop down. Oh god, the tail's wagging. Okay. So, yeah, I've added some blushing and trying to think what else I've done. Oh, I've reweighted them either heavier or lighter, or I think once I took some weighting out one of my baby's heads because it just kept falling back just too much. A lot of the problems I get is there's not enough stuffing at the neck, so it's just like the head's just too floppy forwards or backs, and I needed to get a bit of a balance there. So there's sort of minor changes that I think artists aren't too worried about that. But then we come to the hair. So I bought this baby from Happiness Nursery, Pearl, secondhand, and when I heard about this opportunity to buy this baby, I was like, couldn't believe it because I was in love with Stellan, and when I found out that Stellan's brother, was for sale, and she at that time vowed she was only going to make two of these amazing reborns, Levi kits, but then luckily for others, she did decide to make one or two others. Um, but the hair was really, really light blonde, and it was two-toned. It had a little bit of the baby brown at the back, just a tiny bit. And because it was custom made for another customer, and that's what she wanted. But I'm not really a blonde baby person. Even though quite a few of my babies are blonde, that's not by choice. That's just that was all that was available at the time. So I really, really wanted this baby to have just slightly warmer hair, not as dark, not as, sorry, blonde as what it was. It was really, really blonde. And my dream for this baby would be have warmer colored hair. So when I saw a post on Facebook in a reborn group saying that they had turned I think a blonde haired baby into a redhead, uh and then another baby from blonde to light brown, I was so excited because I thought, wow, maybe this is my chance to finally get this gorgeous Levi a little bit warmer in the hair. So I asked quite a few questions, and I was very, very, very scared. I've made a whole video about this. I was really petrified of ruining this Levi because he means so much to me. But I really, really, truly knew I'd love him just that bit more if he had the slightly warmer hair. And I very, very precariously decided to and proceeded to. I got the exact same bottle of hair dye that this person used successfully. And I was very, very careful. And luckily for me, it was successful. And as you can see, he hasn't got really light blonde hair. He's just got like very light baby brown hair. So I was successful. So my happiness for this reborn went, double fold, because not only have I got this amazing Levi, but he's now got that, baby soft brown, very light brown hair that I was after. So as a collector, as a reborn lover, myself, that, this has just made him my ultimate. He's taken me from just being a baby that I absolutely adore, with forever baby, into now a baby that's still a forever baby, but is even more, adorable to my preferences. And I will never, ever, ever sell this baby. He's totally a forever baby. So for me, I feel that I do see a collector's point of view, that if there's something that they really don't like about a reborn, and there's no other ways to achieve that by getting a custom, or um by just finding a reborn to match that, because there's so many different aspects to reborns that you like. You've got the coloring, you've got the weighting, you've got the sculpt, you've got the painting. There's so many different aspects that you can like or not like, or you could like some and not others with reborns, that it's so hard to get sorry, it's so hard to get that perfect reborn. And like, to me, um this is one of my near perfect reborns. I absolutely adore him and love his. So my topic today is about altering reborns. And is that fair on the artist, or is it fair on the collector to not allow the artist um to change that reborn? Because once it's theirs, they own it. Do they have the right to change it? And does the right artist have the right to not be happy about making changes to their artwork? So I definitely do see both sides of the coin in this discussion. And I really thought this was a great discussion for us all to discuss. So I'm going to put a tab up in my community tab, a post in my community tab with this discussion. Do collectors have the right to make alterations on their reborns? Or I might just say something like Reborn Discussion, altering babies, like that sort of link in my community tab. I really, really would love to hear your thoughts and feelings, whether you're a collector, whether you're an artist. I just think it's a really good discussion to have in the community. Maybe you feel the same way as me. Maybe you feel that there is two sides, both have, both are right in what they think, that the artist should be able to make some changes to their reborns because they own them. Or do you think also that you sort of understand that artists don't like you altering their reborns? But I definitely believe that if you're going to sell an altered reborn, that and using the artist's name, that you need to give full disclosure and say, I did make alterations to the baby, so that the artist then is, is being given an accurate description about the artistry, because, they may never make babies with certain coloring or certain colored hair or whatever. So that might be their signature. And then if you go and make something different, then that's, affecting their identity with their work. But anyway, so hopefully you enjoyed this discussion today. I was really excited to do it today because I just thought it was such a interesting discussion, and as I said, see both sides of the sides of the coin. So let me know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed seeing this little man here. And if you haven't been subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe if you want to see more of these gorgeous little bubs. So thanks for watching today. Until next time, enjoy your weekend and see you later.